What's good, my Weebleization? It's your boy, Super Duper Powers. You already know, to the right of me, you already know who I got. I got my man, LA, man. Go ahead and to the left of me, you already know I got my sis back up in this thing journey.
Yes,
and
sir.
today we about to get really activated. It's something that I'm really passionate about. It's going to be the fashion, but I know sis is way more than just fashion. But at the show, she was hooking up the fashion. She had that boy D-Walk drippy, drippy, drippy in that boy video. Hey, can't nobody pull it off like D-Walk, but big shouts out to you, D-Walk. Go ahead, sis, introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kiara, with the K. My socials is KrochetNKustomz, both with a K and then a capital N in the middle.
Drop it one more time for me.
KrochetNKustomz, both with a K, capital N in the middle.
All right, bet that. What is your passion about what you doing right now with the crocheting?
Honestly, I just like to bring my own vision and other people's vision to life. Since I do like customs, a bunch of people come to me with different things. They're like, "Can you do this? I've had this idea. Can you bring this to life?" And I'd be like, "Give me a few days. Let me brainstorm, and I got you." And just creativity as a whole is just amazing to me. It's very beautiful.
Got you, because I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter love her bandana. When
Thank you. That was your daughter?
Yeah, that was my baby. That's my baby girl. That's the one she was saying.
Yeah,
that
she was at the
throwing up.
table and she was looking at everything,
Yeah.
and her mom was like, "Let me just get this for her." I was like, Of course. I know I do the little kid stuff too. Do a little bit of everything.
Okay, bet. I'm going to thank you for that one, because she
course,
love it.
Of course,
Ooh,
I'm glad she loved it.
Yeah. All right. Then we also we talked about a little bit off camera about your grade and graduate too, huh?
Oh,
sis?
yeah.
December 13th.
Big
Thank
shout,
you.
big
Black in degree.
Yes, and it's from PV, y'all.
Yup,
Oh, yeah.
HBCU.
Continuing
You
going
know.
to the HBCUs, y'all. Y'all heard of me. Yes. I'm from the West Coast. We didn't have only but one over there on the West Coast. But when I got down to the South North Carolina, I fell in love with HBCUs, man.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, big shouts out
Community,
to you.
networking, creativity, all of it in the HBCU.
Okay, bet. And I heard you got something else behind you too, right?
Yes, I graduated high school with my cosmetology license.
Yeah.
I'm an art person all around, gravitated to everything that was like creativity wise. So
Yeah.
hair and makeup, my passion.
That's
and
you?
then I got into fashion.
Oh,
Hey, triple threat right there.
Cosmetology license, getting a bachelor's or?
Bachelor's in
Bachelor's?
business management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what made you decide to do business management?
Because I want to one day own my own salon. So that kind of came hand in hand. And I wanted the paperwork and the knowledge to back up me having a business. I don't want nobody to get over on me. So I need to know that information myself before I could like hire anybody else type stuff.
You can also put people up on game too, and how to run a
Yeah, give us
business.
some advice. What's one thing that you kind of
Like
learned?
there's not a, I feel like, especially in Texas, there's not a lot of schools teaching towards like black hair and or like our skin shades and stuff like that. So eventually I want to give back to my community, maybe open up a little salon, do master classes or whatever. But yeah, a lot of that going towards my community.
I like that. I like that. Ooh, she got that hustler in her.
Of course, always.
So from cosmetology or even, going from PV, what did you learn from business or cosmetology that you want to bring out in your business?
I want the networking and connections that I found at PV in my business, because all my other schools, middle school, elementary, high school, it wasn't like black people dominating. It was mostly white people, Hispanic, a little Asians or whatever. So I wasn't really like embedded in my community like that until I came to a HBCU, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to come to a HBCU, is to have that community, have that family, be around people who look like me, understand what I go through. And coming to PV, like I already knew in my mind that black people weren't a monolith, but it was amazing to me coming to campus and seeing like emo black kids, alternative black kids, spiritual black kids, all different type of people being able to coexist in one and help each other out. And there's like, when I tell you, I didn't know that there was like so many entrepreneurs and creators, because if you go on campus, people cooking, people doing hair, tattoos, haircuts, clothing, everything out they doing. And that's just amazing to me. So I want to continue that when I have my business.
I feel that one.
We definitely
A little hub.
Yeah, we definitely put most of our people from
Yeah. I've been with her since day one.
Yes.
But we're going to circle to something that I think we overstepped that the sister said. She said she graduated high school with her cosmetology license. That's something that I feel like a lot of people are not doing fresh out of high school, is coming out of high school with like some type of trade, something that they need to have. So I think, that's really should be up there and recommended. And, you know what I'm saying? I had to point that one out because, boom, you shot me on that one.
I would say that's one thing I loved about my high school was that they had different, like, they called them Gold Seal programs, but they had the program for hair, they had automotive, they had a mariachi one, they had nursing. Like, they had so many, like, technical programs that you could get into, and they were 4-year programs that you had to start as a freshman and then end as a senior to get your certification.
So you was on as a freshie?
Yeah.
Oh,
so down here like a college experience.
Like a college experience, yep. And then they, I think the year after I graduated, they built them a whole salon. I was like, dang, y'all gonna do that after I didn't even get to get in here and do what I needed to do. But it was amazing. It was really good.
That's the biggest advice. Gotta get a trade certificate, something on your belt, like. Have to have something on your name.
Honestly, I think they need to implement that in all high schools because that'd be really dope. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays kids,
don't have no direction.
I mean, that's the outlet for real. You know what I mean? Whatever trade that people
your passion, get into it, start, and they'll keep you off the streets, keep you out of trouble, keep your hands busy.
Exactly. True. I've noticed that kids that have a hobby, they tend to. Have something going for them now. Like, as they get older, they want to put themselves in something instead of just kind of being like, oh, I'm throwing around what the norm is, just getting a regular job. So how did you get started? Did you always,
I would say, if you ask my family, I've probably been playing in my aunties, my grandma, my mom's hair since I was a kid. They used to have, like, the big old bucket of, like, barrettes and little bobos and the thermal curlers that you could plug in. And every time somebody wanted their hair played in or, like, hair massaged or hairdo, I was there. And I eventually, like... Because I wanted to do everything. When I was younger, I wanted to do fashion, hair, makeup, and all these trades and stuff. But I feel like as I've grown older, like, yes, you could have many hobbies and trades and stuff, but you got to be good at one thing to more than being great at many. So I started focusing more on hair and makeup. But I think maybe once I started Eclectic on campus that first year, that's when I started getting into crochet. And I was a broke college student, but I love, like, getting dressed up, fashion, and all that. So I was like, how am I have all these new outfits to go to this party and then homecoming, like, on a broke budget? So that's when I was like, let me make some stuff, let me thrift some stuff. Like, I could throw something together that's better than what I could buy, like, at Shein or Ross and stuff. So I just started making clothes, and then people starting to like it. So I was like, okay, I'll do commissions.
I like that. I like the thought of that too. Like, you don't have to have money to be creative. I think that's what people tend to forget. Like, if somebody even gives you money and you can't do it without any money, what do you think you're gonna do with $1,000? You're gonna be wasting it. You're gonna be buying all the stuff. You're not being creative.
You gotta know where to allocate the budget.
Exactly.
So, like, if you can build off of no budget, then once you actually have a budget, it's like, okay, I can get
better
material, or I can expand on.
True. Hey, some people that got it, but you still can't swag it out.
Yes,
I know you're talking shit about me, bro.
He was up in here studying on his last time with this suit.
So, he really was. He had a suit on last time.
This guy, man.
Good professional haircut.
Yeah, but now I feel like it's all about name brands and how much something is.
Yeah.
And, like, other people's fashion. Like, you see something, be like, oh, I'm going to put that on, instead of, like, being creative and adapting your style to what you see out on the internet and stuff. Like, you don't gotta have like a $3,000 outfit to look good. Like, all this shit came from Ross.
You put it together. You have a vision.
It depends on how you put it on.
The stilo, I like that.
Stilo. Yeah, your stilo is just the way you
pull it off.
The way you pull it
same
off.
fit somebody has, somebody else doesn't look good, whatever.
You just gotta play around with stuff, and that goes back to what you were saying. Kids, like, when they're younger, I feel like they need to adventure out, get into hobbies, get into technical skills. So when they're our age, they already know what direction they want to go.
Yeah, they know themselves a little bit more.
I feel like
I think it was interesting how you said earlier. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but you said you had to perfect one trade, and I don't know. I've kind of been all over my head about that.
That's one of the things that I low-key learned in one of my business classes.
They told you to do that? Then I'm failing.
They were saying that you trying to stretch yourself out in so many directions. You can't be great at everything. You have to be great at one thing. And still, you could still have many trades, but you got to be the best at one thing.
That is true.
Doesn't 100% apply to everybody, though. You know what I'm saying? There are some rare apples, you know.
Yeah.
That's not.
I just get bored. Like with art, I just I have to hop onto
me.
different trades. I mean, it's all under art.
You gotta
but it's just
prioritize. You
everywhere.
know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
true.
I was having this conversation with somebody earlier because I had posted on Instagram. I was like, "What's one thing as an artist that keeps you up at night?" And somebody was like, "Perfection." You know what I mean? And then somebody else was like, just the thought of creating. Like I'm always thinking about different things.
I have so many projects going on in my
different
head.
ideas, and you guys know, like I'll share my ideas with you guys, and it's like sometimes I don't want to talk about the ideas because I'm not ready to like execute on them or whatever. But like if I share it, like no, it's being worked on in the back end because it's like these things I'm executing on already. These things I'm still developing, you know what I mean? But I'm sharing it with you so you can have a little bit of insight as to like, okay, this is where
I'm
we're
working
going.
behind the scenes.
Correct. Correct.
I
But
understand that.
whole time I'm taking my time with it because it's like you said, I can't freaking do everything. And unless you have the right group of people around you that you can really delegate stuff to, and in our situation, again, back to not having funding, whatever, we have to do everything until we built up the machine and now we can start hiring people and that's the goal. But in the meantime, we develop quality control. We understand, okay, if I can do this, bare minimum, you need to be able to do this. If you can't do this, you can't be in the team for real. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can do it and that's not my main thing, how are you going to try to tell me that you're this, that, and the other, and you can't match what I'm doing as somebody who's not 100% passionate about
As an
that one
amateur,
thing?
True.
And that goes
Shut it
back to
down.
what you just said. Sometimes, and I was telling her too, sometimes like you could see the vision of what you're a part of, and sometimes you have to invest more before you see the put through at the end or the result or the payback.
That is very true in the investment part. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to do a lot of things so I can invest in what direct vision I want to go into. I don't want to like tie myself down to one thing right now. Do you feel as if you tied yourself down to like one type of style?
I would say for a moment, because I also have had these blocks where sometimes I'm tired of creating. I've created so much that I just want to sit back and focus on other things. So I have to like take a break from things or whatever. And for a minute, I was stuck on just like getting orders out and just crocheting and doing customs and stuff. And I was like, let me get back to me and what I love to do, and that's hair and makeup. Let me step away from this and go back to one of my other passions because I've burnt myself out doing this. Let me get through this creative block by doing something else creative.
So you would say that's your true thing is the hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup.
Okay.
Got you. You just learned how to crochet within a few years then, right? From
It was kind of like a jump because when I was younger, like elementary, so I would say 11, 10, I used to live with my grandma or my grandparents in California, and she's part of that generation where they had all these trades, and she was a housewife and everything, so she know how to use the sewing machine, knit, and crochet, so she taught us everything back then. But since then until recently, I hadn't done anything, so probably since I was 10, and then I started back freshman year, so it was almost a decade of blockage between then when I learned it and then when I started creating stuff.
Got you. What part of Cali? I gotta put that in there.
I want to say, I forget. It has rock in it, like Red Rock or Little Rock.
No, Little Rock.
That's Arkansas.
That's Arkansas.
It's something. It was like a small town, but it was close to Hollywood and Beverly Hills. I know we used to go there a lot.
Okay.
But
so
they moved
she told
around
me
a
Southern
little.
Cal.
It was a fire back then, so we was all over the place, low key.
Okay. Yeah. She talking about Southern Cal. You already know where I'm from. The 559, baby.
Ain't nobody else from Cali besides this guy.
I'm plugging in.
They were a military family, so they was everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. No, I just had to ask that. So still the crocheting part, like you still picked it up within the 4 years. So if you talk about from 10 to your freshman year, so that's a decade of not doing it to where you are right now.
So it was like me restarting and relearning
but
stuff.
Yo, it's fire though.
Thank
You know what
you.
I'm saying? A lot of people can't be like,
Top
I'm gonna put
notch.
this up and let me go ahead and get this going. Let me do it.
Yeah, exactly. I've had friends like see me crochet and then be like, okay, let me make a little hat with you. Or like one of my friends from back home
It's hard.
text me and she's like, you inspired me. I just started to try to follow a little tutorial. I put it down the next second. I was like, you gotta have the patience to sit there and actually like have a vision and want to see the results. So yeah, it took a lot. I'd be
Trust
sitting
me.
in one place for hours just
For real, how long does
working.
it take you to make like a the bathing suits? I've seen you make that a lot.
Yeah, those
I
fire.
probably made that in 3 days, but if I really sat down and did it, I could probably do it in a few hours.
A few hours, like straight consistent.
Yeah, but
Yeesh.
doing like hand stuff like that, and especially like cosmetology, you could get
Yeah.
carpal tunnel. So sometimes I got to take
Oh,
a
yeah,
big
that's very
break
true.
between stuff like that because I want the longevity of being in my career. So I don't want to work my hands too bad. But yeah.
What is
Yo,
the
ladies, for the summer, her
I
bathing
got
suits.
y'all,
Hey,
yeah.
yo, let me see one
Look
of y'all
on my
walk around with
page,
that thing on.
Post a testimonial.
She
photo.
was looking at that. I told her hit me up and I'll make one
she
for
said
you.
she gonna get one. She said she gonna get one. Yeah,
I got her.
That ain't gonna be amazing.
Make it into anything you want it to be.
Yo, Blue, you gonna have to sponsor me. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, now the bases go hard though. You've made multiple things though, like even stuff for your car.
Anything I get inspiration of, like on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. I've been on Pinterest a lot lately.
Okay,
Any
okay.
idea? And I'm like, that look too expensive. Let me make that shit myself. I'm gonna make that. So car accessories, hair accessories,
Yes.
clothes,
Blankets.
I made a huge blanket for my mom recently for free. But it was all good.
Mother Day's coming up, right? No, like in May. That's in summer, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm about. No, it just passed. It was in May. So
No, we got a couple
Till
of hours
another
in
year.
there. Anyways, but we got like what Christmas?
yeah, I was gonna say
Hey.
everybody is getting handmade stuff for Christmas.
Hey, there we go.
Christmas is
Hey,
coming
hey,
up.
Keep that budget.
Exactly. As a broke college student, y'all getting handmade stuff and a kiss. Yeah.
There you
Hey,
go.
that's
Hey,
that's
hey,
real rich right there.
Hey, that handmade stuff.
Exactly.
Time is
Made
money.
with love.
Yeah, time is
It's
money.
a little bit more emotional too. Sentimental is the word, right? It means
Sentimental,
more.
yes.
Sir.
Takes more time.
So now since you've been in college and you've been doing that, and you said basically people have been asking you for it, so you've been taking commissions. Are you solely doing this for income, or are you still having like a job, or
I still have a job. This is like
a little side money?
side money to fund
actually live your
me
life.
doing my own stuff, like all my own, because I do personal pieces too. So I take pictures and make content of the personal pieces I make and then post them, and people have ordered stuff based on that. And on the other side, other people come to me with commissions that they have already ideas in their head of. So it's a little of both. So yeah, it's a little side money, but I am getting a regular 9 to 5 because they come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the way people find you, is it mostly on Instagram? Do people just reach out to you from there, like, hey, I'm interested in doing this, that, and the other, or what does that flow look like for you?
It mostly comes from Instagram and also word of mouth, because all of my clients that do have pieces from me, like it's this one dude that I make pieces for. I've known him since middle school. He goes to a lot of raves, so I make some of his outfits for his raves, and he does networking for me when he goes out there, because a
Easy.
lot of people are asking him where he's getting his pieces from, and he just pull up my Instagram and be like, here. So I've gotten a lot of people, especially a lot of people from him. He's been my day one since I started doing custom pieces, so he does a lot. Family and friends do a lot, but it's mostly through Instagram. But I am trying to get a presence on TikTok. It's slowly coming in though.
Okay.
Slowly.
Is it a business that you're trying to grow more, or
I do. It would, cause hair, like she said, and I said, hair and makeup is the main focus. But since I've started making clothes and doing custom stuff, since freshman year, it has put a fire in my creativity. So I do want to kind of veer into fashion, because that's always been a passion since I was little. But learning what I did learn in business management and you having to be great at one thing, I was like, okay, let me focus on hair and makeup because that's what I want to do. But fashion would be like the side job if that doesn't come through.
Gotcha. So it's a little bit of a longer play for you as opposed to the hair and makeup. You're like, hey, I'm about to graduate. I'm still doing this, but I'm about to dedicate most of my time to this.
Exactly.
What does that look like? Earlier you were talking about like getting a job, and so let's say you graduated already, right? You got a job. What are you doing within the next 6 to 9 months?
So, I do have this past summer, I got cosmetology mentor. My auntie had a loctician that she really loved, and I was talking to her, and I was like, hey, I know, because she don't play about her hair. So anybody that's doing her hair, I know is a good, solid hairstylist. So I was like, do you know anybody that might be looking for like a mentee to like help get into the industry and all this and that or whatever? And she was like, yeah, let me get into my contacts and I'll get back to you. She got back to me and gave me information to my mentor now, and we just started talking back and forth. And she's actually in the process of building her own at-home salon in her backyard, but she does have a suite I think it's like spa and something in Arlington. But basically, I have a spot there working with her. So I'll have a 9 to 5, and maybe like every week or 2 weeks, I'll go and do hair there. And eventually, when she moves, I'll have her suite.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Kind of already have like a solidified
lineup
in the industry I want to go
Yeah.
into.
Now let's not brush over that because that's not something that was just given to you. You had to seek it. You know what I mean? So if closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly.
If you had never asked for a potential mentor, you wouldn't have gotten there. Now you got the mentor. What does that look like? Because they're in Dallas, Arlington too.
Arlington.
So do y'all meet in person? Do y'all meet via Zoom? Or what does that look like?
Before we started growing our relationship, we actually sat down for brunch and met together, talked, and she was telling me about how she had been talking to God and praying and saying that her transitioning into the next part of her life, she wanted somebody to teach and to talk to and be able to having her own space and build networking community with, because her daughter is also wanting to be a hairstylist. So she was like, me building my own salon and stuff, I want people that I could trust, people who are on the same wavelength as me. So when my auntie brought me to her, she was like, my prayers were answered, and that connection was just there. So ever since then, I've met with her at the salon a few times. She's taught me a few things. We've met up a couple times to talk or whatever. But since I've been to school, we check up on each other every now and then. And I told her I'm graduating soon. And she said, yeah, you definitely have a place where I'm at. And she introduced me to all her coworkers and stuff. And she was like, if you ever need anything, just holler at me and I got you. So, yeah, I'm definitely grateful for her.
Big
Yeah.
Big on that one. Yeah, that's dope.
All about the business. All about the business.
Yes.
So you did your hair today? You did your hair today?
I did.
Hey,
Yeah.
looking good.
Thank
Good.
you.
Put together.
Thank you.
Walking advertisement.
Yeah. Hey.
Boom,
Exactly.
boom,
Hair
boom.
and makeup.
Yeah. Then we're gonna come right back to this too, to YouTube and how y'all guys met at PV, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's when you started her organization on campus. Can y'all give us a little bit backlog on how that happened? And
Shoot, I think it was,
Was that
we were doing the
sophomore,
design.
freshman year?
Or did I just meet you through, because I think I met you through your Instagram. Yeah, I saw this post, and she had posted, like, a graphic that she made, and I was like, okay, this is very interesting. You know, a lot of people, they just post, like, random, like, trendy stuff, and her Instagram was, like, it seemed like she put a lot of attention to it. So I was like, okay, I needed a social media handler, so I was like, okay. I contacted her, and she was like, okay, I'll do it. So she started doing my social media, because at first I was an organization, so I had to have, like, a e-board of sorts. So she was part of my e-board. I think that was in, like, 2022, maybe 2023. Yeah, something like that. But, yeah, a long time ago. But she was doing my social media for a while, and every project that we had, that had any design, anything of the sorts of fashion, I was like, okay, I know who to call, because she's always on it with like details. Sometimes I'm all over the place. She's always like, okay, what we need, this, and that. Even with the posting of like Instagram, she's always like, what I need to say. I'm like, just say what you need to say. Like she knew what to say all the time, so she made it work out. So we really worked as a team for. Well, she made it happen mostly, but yeah, she's very organized. So honestly, if you have anything that you need it done design-wise, come to her, because she can lay it out for you, organize it, be on your ass about it too. So, yeah.
Is it worse than you?
Worse than me? Probably.
I had to know that.
But it's better than me. I'm like on your ass, but like unorganized. She's like organized on your ass.
I'm definitely a planner.
Like,
I need to see step 1, 2, 3, and 4 before we proceed with anything. Like, let me know the step by step of what we doing, all the materials that we need, place, time, everything. Make sure it's all in line.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think a lot of projects
past 1, can't go to 2, right?
Exactly.
That right there.
Because then my mind is racing. I'm getting overwhelmed. Like, this need to get together. Y'all don't want to see me overwhelmed.
She asks the right questions. That's what you need. She asks the right questions.
That's
all you need to know.
Yeah, all right. That's dope.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And I love that you were willing to get in the mud with her about it. Because we talk about this all the time. There's not a lot of people who are willing to actually, like, put in the work. And unless it's their vision, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's something that they're doing and, like, yeah, I want to be involved, whatever. But as far as like helping other people build, they don't really think creatively, if that makes sense. It's kind of just like, okay, so what do you want me to do? And I'm just going to go do that. But I'm not going to question you. Nah, man, give me a little pushback. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still figuring that out.
Exactly.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. So, and don't think that I know freaking everything, because I really don't. I consider myself a student of the game. Like, I'm learning every single day. So it's like if you come and you're just looking for orders, like, it's not going to work, you know what I mean? At some point, it's like, well, I'm not going to be able to just give you orders all the time, because I'm still figuring my stuff out. So it's like, you got to be able to pick the ball up. Sometimes manage up, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's take the initiative. I mean, that's exactly who she is. Like, and that's what Eclectic is too. Like, I want people to come in and want to have that creative brainstorm. And every idea I kind of threw at her, she always had the questions that needed to be asked. And in fact, she didn't ask those questions, we probably would have been all over the place. So, yeah, she made it work.
That's what I really loved about the organization when she brought it to me. It was like all these creatives with different mediums coming together with a cohesive vision and putting that vision out. Like, I love seeing, like, the music artists, the painters, the ones who do graphics, carpets, all of that. And it was a few events where we had collaborative projects where all these different people use all their different arts to create one piece, and it was really good.
We've done a lot of different projects. I think we did a design project one time, and she made I think a tie and a skirt
for the magazine.
Yes.
I think that was one of the first projects we actually did together,
like a big group project. It was pretty cool. I think you painted really on it as well, and you sewed as well. Yeah, we got it. If you have a picture, I'll put it up there so I'm clean. But yeah, she does really well on everything that she does. It's pretty cool.
Okay, the sister with the master plan.
Hey, for real.
Like, she's just like you said, if I ain't talked to you about it, it's in the back of my head, and it's a lot of moving pieces back there.
Yeah.
Have a whole list of notes. He'll tell you too. I'll be up at night looking at my notes and just typing all my ideas there, and I was like, okay, I'll get back to you, but let me focus on this one. I have a whole bunch of projects even now that I haven't got to, but y'all will see them soon.
Hey.
Right, so what does that look like for you note wise? Are you like on Notion? You on your Apple Notes? Are you on written notes?
Notes and reminders. I use notes and reminders, and now I'm on Pinterest too. So I have a lot of boards of different ideas and vibes I want to create, photo shoots, makeup looks, all that.
That's my favorite thing is the boards. Yeah,
I really just got into that because usually I'll just be on Instagram or TikTok and like saving stuff. But now it's like my organizational mind don't like this, so let me start creating boards.
The thing about Pinterest is laid out, so it's, you can see the vision.
You can share that with us, because this is not the first time I hear the Pinterest boards, but I have yet to see what's
I just got on
I have
this
notes
year.
freaking everywhere. I'm like, save on TikTok, save on Instagram.
Yeah, that's me.
Am
That
I
was
ever
me
going
before
back to
this
it?
year.
Sometimes
Never.
I don't. And sometimes I'll send myself the messages. I'm like, this is more important, so I'll send it to myself as a message. And I probably
never go back to it. No, that's the thing. Gotta go to Pinterest. Because also too, even Chris told me about one. I think it's like Adobe. It's kind of like Pinterest, but it's Adobe. It's under Adobe. I forgot what it's called. But it's exactly like Pinterest. They have like a layout the same. You can make boards, but it's really upgraded for just creatives. I think Pinterest is very like trendy wise. You know, I mean, you can kind of like algorithm it to just what you like to see, but it's kind of trendy wise.
Ideas in my head, I don't see them on Pinterest, so now I gotta draw that shit out myself.
Exactly.
So you could draw too.
Yes, that's what I started with. Artistic wise, I started with drawing because my dad is a drawer. He could draw portraits and like realistic stuff. Anything you could put in front of him, he'll draw it. So I started getting into art because of him. And I would just go to the library and get the how to draw so-and-so books and just be drawing. And then after that, I was like, you know, I like this drawing stuff. So I started getting into art class, done drawing, painting, pottery, oil pastels, coal. Anything DIY and artsy, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay. I love everything art.
Okay. You a walking Etsy.
Exactly. I've been thinking about getting on Etsy and Depop to start selling my stuff, so that's in the work too.
Yo, definitely.
I think people are on Etsy a lot more than we think. Because I be hearing people like, yeah, I got my like shirt printed off from Etsy, and I'm like, people use that shit.
Exactly. I must not be in that market
I need
because
to hop on it.
I know they got a lot of stuff going on over there, so I've been trying to branch out content wise now.
Okay.
So,
Good. Okay.
Now earlier you mentioned that sometimes like people will order stuff based off of the inspiration that you've got. Like you'll post pictures of things like, hey, I did this. Why not do like a blog? You know what I mean? Like a written blog. Like, hey, you know, this is a piece that I did. This is my inspiration. You kind of just link photos to stuff.
I feel like one thing that really pushes me back with like content creation and like networking and stuff, and also something that I've noticed on campus too, is like you gotta know people. Like business is networking. You have to know people to get you in certain spaces so you could be exposed to the audience you want to. And then I'm an introvert. I'm kind of shy. That's why I brought him over here. But yeah, I've really been trying to put myself out there socially, which is why I'm especially thankful for y'all having me today, because I was like, yeah, I need to get out my bubble a little more, talk to more people in the spaces that I'm in. So I've been trying to push content creation a lot recently. That's why I've been trying to get on TikTok. But just having my face like at the forefront of everything, kind of like, ooh, it's kind of, I'm shy, y'all. Like, I don't know about that, but yeah, I was like, cosmetology and fashion, like you have to put yourself out there to attract the people you want. So I've been definitely trying to do that. So, but that is a good idea, because I never thought about like having just like a written blog. I've always thought of like I have to be in front of the camera. So thank you for that idea.
It could be both, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
do you see how he be doing stuff like that? He was talking about, I don't know everything, but he'll come up with something new that you never heard of. And like, hey, put the info on this. I can't.
But look, I appreciate you for sharing that, because like I tell a lot of people, I've been in front of a camera since like 2011, 2012, and to this day, it still be a little cringe. You know what I mean? But I do it. Now, in the sense of like, I'm introverted as hell too, so I really don't like to be around a lot of people. So me starting the business, when I first started West Houston Studios, I had like a handful of clients, and it was my friends. You know what I mean? so now. It was me just doing a little bit of content. I did a lot of behind the scenes. I haven't been posting a lot of the behind the scenes anymore, because I've been doing a lot more. And with the content that you're posting, the content that you're posting, the content that other people are posting, like this constant flow through the studio. But that all came from me starting that, because I met them. I think I met you first, maybe.
No, you met Darnell first.
No,
I got you through Darnell.
Okay. So you didn't send him and the group.
I brought ASAP and Yama to you first.
Okay.
Then after ASAP and Yama, was Pawn Fifth and Genius. Then after that, it was Ted Montana, Trey.
And I'm talking about like when I was trapping out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been working with me since I was working out of the house. Because I had a studio location off of Highway 6 and I-10, if you guys are familiar with that. And I was open there for like a year, and I had to take a step back because of some legal issues I was having with the landlord there. So I started working out of the house, but again, didn't stop the content, whatever, still was posting the content. And I guess you found me through Instagram or Google or something. How did you first find the studio?
I think it was through Google. I said studio near me and use the
Oh
first
yeah,
studio
because you're in
popped
Katy.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if I had not, if I didn't create like the Google, profile, if I didn't create, because I'm sure you looked at Instagram or something just to see like, hey, am I gonna,
if you're real,
am I gonna go rock with this person or not?
Honestly, I did not.
Then we wouldn't
I
have
just
been here.
I just like what you said on your page, to be honest.
And sometimes,
throw some money at it.
and look, and sometimes it's that easy, like if you set your stuff up the right way, because I'm a big information person. Like if you go on my website, I'm shoving information down your throat. I don't want you to call me asking me about rates. I don't want you calling me asking me about availability. I don't want you calling me asking me if I mix and master. It's obvious that I do. You know what I mean? Like,
read it.
read the information. If you're
People
curious,
don't read no more, guys.
If you're curious,
Literally.
go on IG, go on YouTube. You know what I mean? I have different content there. If you like what you see, then book. If you don't like what you see, then go elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much crap, but I get calls. I don't answer the calls because a lot of the calls is like, they be trying to blow smoke up your butt. Yeah, I found you on Instagram, blah blah blah. Like we're friends and stuff. And then as soon as I start trying to talk to them about like what the rates are, they hang up. I'm like, bro, I'm not the person that you can just. I don't need you to gas me up. I don't care about that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and I care for the artists that are taking it serious. So it's like, either you're serious and you're not gonna try to like lowball me or try to ask me for free stuff, or you're not serious and keep recording from home or something, because we all start somewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. But once you get to that level, then come see me. That's basically where I'm at. So you could do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just put it out there.
You weed people out by creating certain content that's like, okay, it appeals to me, but then you kind of lost me here because it's like, no, I'm not serious like that yet. You know what I mean? Just be intentional with your wording.
Like you said, I feel like where you saying a lot of people would lowball you or whatever. I feel like with networking through Journey and through the events that she has and like campus wise or whatever, I attract people who actually like love my art or whatever. But also I get those people like, oh, can you make this for me? And then I'll give them a price and they never respond anymore. I'm like, if you really loved what I did and you appreciate it and all this is handmade by me, the only person, then I feel like you would probably put more money towards it and support your like people or whatever instead of lowballing me, because you could either get it for me at this price, which I'm already lowballing myself because I'm just starting in my community, or you could go to the store with the big industry giant and get it for way more than what I priced it at. So
and it's
like
cheaper and not worth the value.
So you can support me and help me grow because you actually rock with me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I definitely have my day ones that's been here since I started making little stuff, and I love them for it. They still support me and buy stuff for me to this day. But yeah, I understand that where people see your art, they love it, but then they lowball you because they want a discount on it. I'm just like, if you love what I do, invest in me and you're gonna see what I do skyrocket.
Exactly. That's the problem. Like you said earlier, people just wanting to go into the trendy things and they don't have a mind for their own, so they just want to.
Marketing business wise, people, and that's why you kind of have to have certain product ready to go. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they be in the heat of the moment, won't think about it and just buy. You know what I'm saying? So if you set up a shop and it's like, okay, I got this, that, and another, instead of entertaining a conversation, you might be like, hey, I have a couple pieces ready for sale here. Direct them to the site, and if they're in the heat of the moment, they might just buy and not ask you anything afterwards. You know what I mean?
Hurry up and buy.
Hit them with that.
Exactly.
If not, you're gonna go back and forth, and you're gonna feel a little discouraged because it's like, well,
you just wasted my time.
I had 10 conversations this week and not a single one of them pulled through. So now what? Should I just stop what I'm doing? Like, not so you know what I mean? Because it's like, we just got to figure out a way to get in front of more. I don't want to say it's not 100% like serious, and not 100% like people that have money or whatever. It's just like figure out how to get them more invested in you, which, maybe they don't understand that it took you 10 hours to do this one piece. It's like if they understood that, hey, I'm asking you to take 2-3 days out of your week to work on my stuff, you know what I mean? Maybe they'd understand a little bit more, which kind of plays back into the content. Maybe, hey, behind the scenes, like, so it started off like this, and then I got frustrated, so then I went to go have me some lunch, you know what I'm saying? But I came back to it, and then the next, stuff like that, and then they're like, okay, cool, I like what you're doing, I like what you're saying, I like the piece. Yeah, you're saying it's $200, but I see it took you 3 days. I might just splurge today. I don't know.
Exactly. I definitely got to get more into that
personnel.
Because people like stuff that's relatable. So if they can relate to you, they're more than likely want to invest in what you got going on.
Yeah, get them
So,
invested. Get them to love you. You know what I'm saying?
Humans are very selfish. If it has nothing to do with them, they ain't looking at it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
you gotta like be like, hey, you gotta, you know, you like rope them in. You gotta be like, I know you like fashions. This is gonna look great for you. Like, you know, you can't talk about, you know, I spent. You gotta be like,
This is how it's gonna make you feel.
You're gonna look great in this. It's all
I
about
made this
them.
one piece specifically for you. Like I
Yes.
just had a vision. I knew you were gonna call me.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah.
See, I gotta work on my people talking skills. Yeah, because now I'll be like, this all I got, and then I'm gonna leave you to it, make a decision. That's
See,
all.
nah, it's people be.
Yeah.
No,
Because
she
then
not
I don't want to
polite.
be all on people back, like, bye, bye, bye. Because I hate when I go in the store and people on my back, like, you need help? You need anything? You
That's
want me to
true. I
sew
don't
this?
like
I'll be
that either.
Please, let me breathe. Let me look at what you got here, and then I might buy something.
One liner to start a conversation, and then from there, like once you get the combo, it's kind of like, you know, you
Yeah.
got
I
their
mean, at the end
attention.
of the day, it's a sales. You know, anything you do is gonna be sales. You know what I mean? And one thing that I've learned is that I've been in sales my whole career. You know what I mean? I freaking hate selling. Like, I don't like selling. Like if you feel like I sold you, this is not a mutually beneficial relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be value that I added to you, versus you know you're paying me for my services or whatever. But you see that is the value that I'm adding is worth more than what you're paying me. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Whereas if I have to like persuade you and like low key beg you to do business with me,
Yeah.
I hate.
nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? It's like, is it getting done or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's me all the way. Like
I need
you
this
gonna
bread, but I don't
buy?
need it that bad. My
Exactly.
boy.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
beg.
yeah.
I'll hop on Uber before I beg you, dude.
Yeah.
When it comes to the cut you made for D-Walk on the cut, how did you come up with that, or did he like this is my vision for it? Like, how did that come about?
So I think he gave us his song that he wanted to do first, and how the vibes of how he wanted the scenes to go. And I was like, okay, can I have your Instagram so I can see what type of vibe you have, like what you wear on a day-to-day basis, and then we're gonna go from there. And then I think I went on Pinterest, start coming up with some ideas, sent it to him, and I was like, how you feel about this? I know you wear pants, like a button down, open up, wife beater and stuff like that. That's your vibe. How do you feel about this based on this? And he loved everything I said. I think it was a few things like the hat situation that he was like, I want my hair out, so we did a different hat. And then he suggested a tie, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do no regular tie, so let me spice it up a little bit. So it was a mutual conversation, but yeah, it was based off his music and the Burner Boy song or whatever. We had to do two outfits that kind of like incorporated the song and like the video and stuff. So I had a laid back one, and then the suit kind of outfit based on the actual song. So yeah.
Got you. Pretty
Nah,
dope.
but you went off though.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Went off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the tie and the jeans that I made him were probably my favorite.
You made
The
those jeans
with
too?
the
I
fire
made
with
the-
the
I
little
gifted it
burn
to
The
him.
whole
Yup,
outfit.
I made the whole outfit. The only thing was his was the black slacks and then the wife beater. I made the jeans. Painted his name on the side, everything.
Hat.
Yep.
I'm coming to you.
Not just crochet. I do painted apparel too. So
Okay.
I did all his.
I don't know if y'all saw that jean jacket she had put up there.
Oh, the
for
anime
sale,
one
but yeah,
that
it
I
was
made
really
for
cool.
him. Yeah, it was an anime one.
She goes off, but mind you guys, she was the only clothing designer that stayed for the whole project or the whole competition.
Oh,
you
you're
could
right.
say.
Nobody
I was
else, right?
surprised.
Nobody
I was
else.
like,
And I don't know if it was, like I said, the groups were talking on their own. So I don't know if it was just the fact that they couldn't coordinate, or the fact that it is a lot of money to put into doing clothes in the first place, or just the fact that, you know, they just didn't have the time to do it. It is a lot of time that is to put into clothes. But yeah, everybody dropped off. Like I said, we have about 7 groups, and she's the only clothing designer that made it to the end. So
And that goes back to what I was saying. Sometimes, because I love your ideas, I love your events. Like I was telling you, sometimes you have to invest more into things before you actually get payback or see results from it. So I was like, I love, even though a lot of people might not come, I might not sell a lot, I love being around other creatives, seeing their ideas, seeing what they put out into the world and what art they're into, and just going based off that. So I was just thankful to be a part of what you had going on, and I got to network with a lot of people, and that's how I'm here right now.
Exactly. It's just about, the small steps into that. And also, too, like, if you really like doing art or your passion, you're going to want to do it regardless. But I do understand, like, it does take a lot to go into it. But like we were saying, like, if you can't work on a budget, you can't work with a big
No, if you can't work with no budget, then you can't work.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you just gotta make it happen. So
how passionate are you for real? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's like you hear people now, like for example on the music scene, like people are recording with their iPhones. You know what I'm saying? And their headphones. So it's like if people are doing that, then a lot of the stuff that we're doing is kind of just show up. It doesn't cost you anything to show up. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't charge anything for that last event, right?
No, for people to be there, no.
I don't think we've charged anything since the Got Bars event. So it's like, bro, like if basically we're inviting you to hang out with other people who maybe want to do similar things that you want to do, it's in your best interest. Because maybe you meet somebody that you end up partnering with.
True.
I don't know.
And not even just that, about the whole events that is going on. We're giving y'all something to do. We got food, drink, everything that you want. So we give y'all something to do,
a good time,
A good
vibes,
time.
good people.
We said the trendy got people in a lock. They
But
like
no, I was
That's cool. We don't need them around though.
really nervous when you first came to me with the idea. I was like, I don't got no money to be making shit right now. Like what? But I was like, I love your events. Let me get something together.
I really appreciate
Hopefully
it, though.
he don't have no outrageous ideas where I gotta go to Hobby Lobby and buy a whole $880 thing or whatever. It's something simple but still like catches attention. So I definitely was able to, in my constraints, create what I created, and it paid off.
And it wasn't anything little, y'all. Like, she really put a picture up there, y'all. She really put a lot into it. Like, I don't know how long did it take you to make it?
Both outfits?
Yeah.
I want to say maybe 3 to 4 weeks, because I was also working at the time too. So
yeah, I mean, but
after I got off work,
shirt,
straight
jacket,
to doing
pants.
it, sleep, wake up, work, straight back to it.
And school.
Yeah.
And school.
Yeah.
And she really rocking though, because like she said, she did it on her own. Like, like they didn't get money to do it, and it was a competition, so they had to go into it with their own money, their own time.
Again, and did two outfits. Two outfits.
And two
outfits, and everybody else dropped out.
Yeah.
But sometimes those doors open for a reason.
Exactly though. Like now you got artists that are looking at you, like you can make stuff for their music and things of that sort. Now you have clothes you can sell. Like you got the jacket.
Now I can see that money and the networking and the people coming in. So that's all I'm here for, is networking, seeing what other people ideas they have, having my own ideas, and just having a back and forth like we having today. Like y'all done gave me some stuff I could think about when I go home that I'm probably gonna be thinking about and putting in my notes. And
well, the good thing is this was recorded, so you can always listen back to the episode too. Like, hey, you know what? This was some gems. You was freestyling today.
Exactly.
Get on that blog. You got a videographer right here. Shout out to Chris out here. We've
That's
done
my
multiple
photographer
projects.
right there.
Also, too, Ale, he all the whole setup. So if you got a podcast you want to put on,
Thank y'all for having me.
I mean, now you see.
you see what he got going on.
Yes, sir.
Well, how are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good.
We're at 48-minute mark, so we can definitely wrap up. I think we have plenty of content.
All right, cool. You want to shout yourself
before we go,
out?
like, anything you want to plug in?
I just want to say, like Journey was saying, like, we don't have to always follow a trend. You could take inspiration from things, but make it your own. Don't always follow everything you see. Adapt it to yourself and go from there. I want to see more creativity. We are a creative generation, but I definitely want to see more creativity and just people being themselves. Don't be intimidated by what other people got going on and you thinking you might be behind the curve or a little too late. Just jump in. Anything you got going on, any creative idea you have in your mind, just go for it, and it might blossom into something else, something beautiful. So yeah.
Hey, that's what y'all.
That was good.
Right
Yeah, that was good. Some good advice to drop off.
She dropped some gems on that one. She dropped some serious gems on that one. But it's your boy, super duper powers. But before I go, hey, drop that Instagram one more time.
All right, it's KrochetNKustomz, and with a capital N and then 2 Ks.
Yo.
Yo, y'all check her out, man. Check her out.
It'll be in the
Christmas is
description
coming
below
up.
too. So
Oh,
yeah, make sure y'all follow her on
Yes,
YouTube.
yes.
Whatever. All right, take care.
Our world.
Bye.